Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going ahead and rebuilding Dortmund and fixing what went wrong with them last season. Obviously, they absolutely bottled the league. They should have won the league for the first time in, what, 15 some years, odd on years, something like that. They have not. They have let Bayern win it now for a 12th year in a row. It seems like a 100th time in a row at this point. They did sell Jude Bellingham for around the 100 million euro mark. They bought in Sabitzer to kind of replace him. However, he is not a good replacement for him. We will go ahead and fix that. However, this is a different rebuild than just a normal regular rebuild. This is one of my 10-minute rebuilds for just one season. See if they can lift that trophy. See if they could maybe even get into Champions League final. I have around close to 200 million to spend with that 100 million from Jude Bellingham. We are going to go ahead and kick off the 10-minute timer right now. We have 10 minutes to rebuild the squad, and just looking at this initially, I think a new left mid, maybe even a new right mid, definitely a new center mid slash CDM to replace either Sabitzer already or Emre Can, and we definitely need a new right back. And if we have enough money, maybe a new left back. And honestly, one of the players that they were rumored to be going after is bringing back Jadon Sancho. So we might actually head up and go do that right now from Manchester United for around the 40 million mark if we can get him. We might even try and get him a little bit cheaper. That way we can buy more players. We are going to offer Manchester United Thorgan Hazard, who's back off alone for Dortmund, plus 32 million. They accept Thorgan Hazard. They would have liked him, but they want 37 million plus him. That's pretty much what I'm gonna have to be paying for him anyway, near the range of that without Thorgan Hazard. So we are still gonna play this low ball. We're going to say 32.5. I might add on sell clause. I am only doing this for one more season. They said that's more realistic. So what, 500k more than what I put on there? And Jadon Sancho will be coming to Dortmund, back to Dortmund, and hopefully back to his former self. Because what a flop he's been at Manchester United. But hey ho, let's talk about Havertz, shouldn't we? 130k for our boy Jadon Sancho. He will be walking back into the front doors of the training ground, back instantly in the starting 11 to replace Mullen on that left-hand side. Actually, Audiami on that left-hand side. That's signing number one of a possible, what, 3 to 4, maybe 5 even, if we can go ahead and do that. And Mikel Arteta is the coach of. Now, next up is somebody from Bayern Munich, like we bought in from Sabitzer. Obviously, Bayern tend to end up actually buying Dortmund players. It's not really the other way around. If it is, it's more than likely a free transfer. This time around, we are going ahead and actually going to have to purchase Goretzka. Now, I believe it was rumored for him to leave at some point for Bayern Munich and then actually have Bayern Munich sign somebody else that's a little bit more creative in that midfield duo alongside Kimmich to give more offensive support. But right now it doesn't seem like that's the case. We are going to submit 53 million. They say that's reasonable. We overpaid massively. However, I actually don't even have enough time to even trying to think about that. We are just going to have to accept that we overpay for him and just try and hopefully have his wages a little bit cheaper than what it should be. What's his wages at Bayern Munich? 84k. He is getting a wage boost here as well. Leon Goretzka will join the squad for that 53 million mark. Now, with less than 5 minutes left to go, we have only bought in 2 players, and we still need to at least bring in a right back for sure to replace Wolf. Now, I'm not sure how much money do we have. Well, surely less than 100 million. We have 80 million to spend. We are going to have to go look after a right back, and I think we just stay local. Maybe try and weaken a German team here, see if they have anybody good. I know they have Baku, who is decent, but he's not really a right back. I'm not quite sure why they're playing him as a right back, but they is. We have Mazararu. We could go back into Bayern Munich to buy him. We could buy Joe Scally. Now, obviously, Joe Scally, what is happening? Now, there is Joe Scally, who is young, but he's not quite developed enough for us to actually bring in. Maybe if this was a long-term rebuild, maybe, definitely. But other than that, really just that one right back. Maybe a right wing back if they have someone somewhat decent. They have Fosu Mensah, Jeremy Frimpong. We could actually bring in 21 years old, 82 overall. I think he might be the best one to try and bring on. He might, in fact, actually may as well be. If not, we could go back into Bayern Munich for Maserati. But I am going to try my best to bring in Frimpong because he is young and he is 82 overall. And you know what? He's great. And you know what? We are going to go ahead and player swap him fullback with Marcus Wolf, or Medius Wolf, I should say, not Marcus. And we are going to try and get him maybe a little bit cheaper. They want 50 million plus him. I should have expected that. We're going to offer them 41.5 million. See what they say. 48. I have a real feeling this might be the last signing. I might have to just accept whatever they come back into. Okay, so they accept that. So we will say goodbye to Mazzarari. Now, looking at this team real quick, what else would we need? We have Goretzka. We have Sancho. I just haven't put them there yet. Haller is a good enough striker to get the job done. Marco Reus is good enough as well to get the job done. Other than that, I think the team is honestly set. Maybe Marlon, maybe another center mid. If there's another center mid that we can get for around the 30 million mark, how much is Party going to go after? I think Party might be around the 60 million mark, to be honest. I'm going to try and get Frimpong, see how much money we have, and maybe go after another actual center defensive mid. Frimpong will come into the squad. That will be signing number 3 of probably only 3 signings that we have to make for this rebuild, and probably the only 3 signings that we can make. We do have 2 minutes in, and I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to bring in anybody else that could be good enough to actually lift this league trophy for the first time in however long. 34 million. We'd have to get somebody old. Rodri? Somebody old or somebody really not that good that could grow rapidly. Rodri's 26. I forgot how kind of young he is. Oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try Toni Kroos. I'm going to try and get Emre Can out of here. Player swap, midfielders, Emre Can. Or do we get rid of Brandt instead of him? No, I think we try to get rid of him. We're just going to offer him 37 million straight up. Selling clause, 25%. I have less than a minute. They have to accept that. They do accept that. That's honestly perfect. Toni Kroos will deteriorate throughout the season because he is 32, but 88 is a lot better than 83, and he might end up at the end of the season at 83 anyway, which would be perfectly fine, honestly. How much is this? Oh, I can only, oh, this is not good. Oh, I can't afford him. I can't afford him. Oh, I can't afford him. Modric? Why did that go so badly? Modric. Luka Modric. He's 36, though. 88 overall. We might be able to just afford him straight up. I'm going to have to overpay for him again. 29 million. They have to accept that. I got 20 seconds to get the job done. Luka Modric, please. I want a great midfielder into this team. 15 seconds. Hurry up. I'm hitting the skip button. Come on. I literally just have to get this dude through the door. 4 years. Fuck it. Come on. 8 years. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. No, time is up. I have to walk away from the deal. We cannot even afford Luka Modric. That is a 10 minutes gone. 3 signings it is for this team. We won't be bringing in anyone else. Luka Modric and Toni Kroos both failed. Maybe if we, maybe I should have just went straight in for Luka Modric. But we will go ahead and put Goretzka in here. We will go ahead and put Jadon Sancho up here. And then we will go ahead and bring on, oh, I guess he's already there. Yeah, he is already there because we traded him with Wolf. So this is your starting 11 for this team to rebuild and try and win that league title. We have Kobel in net, Frimpong, Sule, Schlotterbeck, and Vanessa Bagliani, Goretzka, Emre Can, Marlon, Marco Reus, Jadon Sancho, and Sebastian Haller as our striker. Let's see what this team can do at the end of the season and hopefully lift the league trophy, maybe get Champions League final football. That would be absolutely interesting. And after the end of the season, we are going to go quickly through all the other competitions, starting with the Champions League. The final, it's an El Clasico for Barcelona versus Real Madrid. As far as us, we got out of the group stage coming out in second with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses against Man City, who also came out in first. We then went on and played against Real Madrid, in which we got our absolute butt kicked 5-1 on aggregate. That obviously led to Real Madrid just continuing to pile drive teams, leading for Barcelona to knock out our rivals Bayern Munich in the semifinals, and now a final between Barcelona and Real Madrid. As far as the DFB Pokal, Freiburg went ahead and won that against I'm not even trying to say that name. As far as us, we actually got knocked out to a team that lost the final in round 3. Bayern Munich then on went all the way to the semifinals and got knocked out to that same team as well, what led Freiburg to ultimately win it. Now the Bundesliga, we didn't finish in the top, we didn't finish 4th or below, that is perfectly fine. Going down automatically is Schalke and Werder Bremen. Now I actually didn't even update the leagues at all, and I think Schalke is already down there in real life. FC Köln are in the relegation playoffs. As far as us, we didn't come in 3rd. We came at least top 2, and we didn't come 2nd. We actually went ahead and won the league, out beating Bayern Munich by 8 points. By 9 points. No, wait, whoa. By 11 points. My math is all over the place. We won the league by 11 points, scoring 80 goals, conceding 32, a goal difference of 48 in the positive. That's absolutely insane. We don't bottle the league this season. The team has done well. Marco Reus is now down to 82. Hummels is at the club for some reason. I guess Schlotterberg had a release clause and must have got triggered, unfortunately. These things happen. I guess the same thing with Mokwoko as well. This kind of happens when you just kind of quick sim all the way through. As far as our top goal scorer, it is Sebastian Haller, who scored 33 goals. Malen was up there with 19. Marco Reus, despite the fact of downgrading when he's aging, he had 18 goals and provided 11 assists. Goretzka, 10 goals, 9 assists. Jadon Sancho, 7 goals, 10 assists. So not bad for him for his first season back in the Bundesliga. Frimpong did his thing as a defender. Matt Hummels, I guess he played half of the season, the second half of the season. As soon as Schlotterbeck left, must have left in January, obviously. -4 overall, being 34 years old. However, the rebuild is done. We did go ahead and win the league. We didn't win any other competition, though, but that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.